The store just keep on going. It's kind of giving like Dollar Tree meets Costco meets Sam's Club meets Ross meets TJ Maxx. Look at these views, honey. We got the day started. Headed to the pediatrician. It was about a 15-minute Uber from our apartment, and this is what it looked like when we got outside. Now, there was no name outside to let me know I was in the right building, so I just had to go off of vibes and hope that Google Maps didn't lead me astray. But came in, made a right, and lo and behold, there was the doctor. We checked in, waited to be called back, and played with some toys and games while we were waiting. So she was already loving the vibes. Got our weight and our height checked just to make sure we had that baseline information in case we needed medication. Waited for the doctor, got lollipops, and then we were ready to go, not even sick. We headed out. I thought about eating here, but we had somewhere else to go, honey, so we had to go ahead and skip along. Then we landed at Super Tiendas Extra, which is like a humongous store of literally everything you could think of. I will say the quality is a little bit low, but honestly, who cares? I'm new to the country and I need to find knives and Tupperware, so I don't care what the quality is at this point. I'll find high quality later on. This store was about 4 minutes from my apartment, so very close. That's that, guys. I spent 800 lempiras, and I think 100 lempiras is $4. So about 4 times 8, whatever that is. This is what the store looked like when you pull up. And after that haul, we went ahead and headed on home. I just love the views. It's just so beautiful. So I just had to capture that really, really quickly. Successful trip today. So I'll give all the backstory, but right now we're gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm working in one city, LJ working in another city 4 hours away. We'll talk about that another day. So today was my first day taking Nari out by myself, big girl panties on, and we did it. We went to the pediatrician. She probably most likely has something viral, nothing they could do, just gotta let it pass as always. And then we went to Super Tiendas Extra, and we got a whole bunch of stuff. Now we are walking back home. Okay guys, at this point, the content is just gonna be whenever I can do it, and if that means that she's talking in the background because it's nap time, then that's what we got. Anyways, we're finally home, and so I can like recap my experience because I'm sure that there are others who would want to come to Honduras, would want to come to San Pedro Sula, and unfortunately, fortunately for me, we got to go to the doctor on day 5. So I had been noticing that she was a little bit warm, but like, let's be for real, we're all warm because it's hot out here. So I'm like, okay, you know, like, I don't know, is it just because she's hot outside, whatever. But then yesterday she was burning up, and we had been sitting in here with the air on for like 2 hours. I'm like, I just need to get her in, get the ears checked, throat check, nose check, listen to the chest, whatever, make, you know, rule out all the big things, and then if it's just viral, I can work with that. So I asked one of the people at my school for a recommendation because, come on now, somebody has a pediatrician that they go to. So that's one benefit I would say, is moving to another country with a job lined up. It's just like kind of like an automatic built-in network. So I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be searching the web trying to find a pediatrician. Like, somebody here has a pediatrician that they can recommend. They did. So went to a really, really nice pediatrician, Dr. Haywit. I'll put the information on the screen. Really, really enjoyed our time there. Now, it was a little bit long. So you do have to kind of lax that hypervigilance because it's more of a kind of go with the flow type of feel, like an island vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll get to you when we get to you. The store will open when it opens, you know? So you got to kind of like take it down a notch, because normally, you know, in America, we at the doctor, 15 minutes, we like, what's going on? So we got there at 10:45 for a 10:45 appointment, and I don't think we got seen till 11:45. What can we do? This is the only doctor that I found. I'm already here, so we're gonna have just good vibes and good energy. It was 1,500 lempiras, which was like roughly $58. That is expensive. Our insurance doesn't kick in until August 1st, so I mean, it's just kind of like one of those situations like, okay, do you wait the 2 days and then get the insurance, but like now you're working, and so now you're trying to figure out how to get to the doctor after work, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, nope. I'm just gonna take a right now. He did his checks, ears, nose, throat, eyes, stomach, whatever. And he was like, it might be another viral infection. Oh, great. But I can work with that. So that made me feel good. After that, I wanted to do one last stop because this is my first day without LJ. So
I'm trying to be cool.
But I wanted to do one more stop at this store that I had seen on social media because I just need like some knickknacks, you know, like I needed like silverware organizer and like some new knives, but I don't want to pay the American price, if that makes sense. Like, I'm sure that I could have just gone to the mall and found what I needed to find, but I am very adamant on, when I move to a new country, finding where the locals shop. Because if I shop at Walmart, I'm gonna be broke. Now, granted, the locals shop everywhere, right? But I'm saying I don't want to come over here and solely be looking for American brands, American food brands. No. I want the local price. I want the bananas that was grown here. I don't want the bananas that was imported. I don't want it. So I just been really adamant on trying to find those stores where the locals shop. And I mean, I guess having like a good mix, right? Because like I did go to like their version of Costco. It's called Price Smart. And that was nice. I got a membership. I was able to get the bulk meat delivered and like, you know, cereal, granola bars, great. But for the everyday produce, for the knickknacks, I just want to walk up and down the street to one of these markets and find what I need to find. The Ubers are relatively affordable. I don't think I've paid over like $5 for an Uber. I am looking for some extracurricular activities for her, like a soccer team, a swim lesson, a dance class.